Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. J Mazu here. Oh boy, I want to talk about cloning today. My friend called me yesterday and he asked me, he said, man, how do you feel or do you think Joe Biden is a clone? And I said, beloved, there you go reacting again to what they got going on. I could care less if Joe Biden is a clone, if 50 Cent is a clone, if Gucci Man is a clone. I could care less. What I do care about is us getting a facility and some equipment and doing some cloning ourselves. You know, they're doing cloning. We need to do cloning for whatever reason. You know, I thought to myself a long time ago after Dollar the Sheep, if cloning is such a big deal, why they don't use cloning to bring back endangered species? You know, and they're starting to do that. They're really starting to do that. You can, Google, and anything I talk about, you can Google and find out about it and stuff like that. But they're starting to do that, mix a little cloning specimens with the native population and get the population back up. So they're starting to do that. One of the biggest people of cloning is the Chinese government. Over in the Chinese government or over in China, they love pork so much they have pork cloning facilities where they just clone pigs all day. They're really into pork. And it's amazing. It's amazing the technology that goes into cloning, and with what they call it, artificial wombs and stuff like that, you can grow individuals real quick. So cloning would be in our best interest as an asset, of course, to bring people back or to make people. It's a thing. It's gonna get weird, people. It's gonna get real weird. But you can clone animals for food, production and stuff like that, or you can clone people to work them or whatever. Yeah, slavery. Yeah, basically, with another term. And clones are really not gonna have no rights. They're not gonna be able to vote. They probably won't be able to do anything for the first 50 to 100 years. So it's gonna be a real profitable big business. And in the future, celebrities and other people of influence are going to have to safeguard against their DNA being stolen or, acquired on the dark web or something like that, because what could be greater or what could be more freakier? You clone a celebrity and you use them as a sex slave or something like that. So there's a lot of potential for, bad elements in this cloning thing. But also, you can clone bodies and upload your conscience into it. Elon Musk, he's talking about, making a device where you can upload your conscience into the computer. Well, it's not that far-fetched. If you can upload it in the computer, you can upload it into a new body, and so people be growing new bodies or, have spare bodies on standby, like the seventh day there. But going right along with cloning is also genetics, genetic modifications or manipulation, CRISPR-9, stuff like that. It was one story coming out of Russia when the Russians, they wanted to, clone an ancient warrior race. So they'll fight for them. These men are renowned warriors and stuff like that, real big Mongol type, Eurasian types and stuff like that. So you hear little rumors and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that y'all have heard about them, bringing back the woolly mammoth, So if you're going to bring back the woolly mammoth, you're going to do some DNA stuff and you're going to have to do some cloning, to get the population up and stuff like that. Also in China, dealing with gene manipulation, CRISPR-9 and stuff like that. They're making muscle-bound beagles. And you can Google this, little beagle hunting dog. They're making them muscle-bound. And they're just, using them as test animals and stuff like that because, the next person they're going to make muscle-bound is a person, genetically engineered, warriors and stuff like that. Also dealing with genes, the human genome has been mapped. So they basically know what every gene does. And once they, it's already been done. So they can go in and genetically manipulate your DNA and take away the fear gene that makes you fear. So you'll be a fearless individual. Or they take away the pain gene so you don't feel no pain. Or they take away the empathy gene so you don't feel no compassion towards your enemy and stuff like that. So it's different ways they can go with this. I've heard tell of stories of them planting a gene or what they call a sperm bank on the moon, just in case something happens on Earth, a nuclear war or, pole shift or anything like that. They have a sperm bank on the moon. As far as we know, they might already have these structures on the moon and stuff like that, like a seed vault in Antarctica and stuff like that. All I'm saying is my organization, House of Pharaohs, we're thinking about the same thing. It's an asset. It's a benefit to us. If we have a gene pool or genetic gene bank of our members and, we can bring you back or say your bloodline ends. We restore your bloodline for whatever reasons. It's all types of reasons for these things. That's why they particularly do them. Now, we can go to the Bible with this because the angels or the aliens, they were master geneticists and they love to experiment. with animals and people. Now you can go to the Bible and you can see this. They turned down man. Man used to live to be like almost 1,000, 969 years old, something like that. Noah and Adam and all them, Methuselah and all them, they lived to be a long, they were long lived. And when God came back during the time of the Tower of Babel, the scripture says, my heart shall not contend with man forever. His years shall be 120. Now, contend meaning he's not going to deal with it. I'm not going to keep putting up with this dude. He's troublesome. He's getting on my nerves. And, he's just mortal anyway. So I'm going to turn him down to 120. And that's the lifespan we basically have right now. Some individuals live to be 122. That's really got a solid record, not somebody who I forgot what year I was born. I'm 200 years old. No. We're talking about actual factual. Like, I think the longest lived person right now is like a little French lady. She lived to be like 122 or something like that. But they were master geneticists, and they turned our lifespan down. They also switched the languages in our head. Now, that's some psychological warfare for you right there. That's a new type of high technology right there. We haven't got to that part yet, where you can switch the thought pattern of a person's, entire, way of thinking and change their verbiage. That's amazing. But cloning, it would benefit us and any organization, if you're into such things, you should do your own research and do your own cloning and stuff like that for food purposes or for defense purposes. It's just another thing. Let's not react to what they do. Let them react to what we do. It's time that we started to be the writers and the directors of our own destiny instead of reacting to what they say and do. You can follow me on most social media platforms, but you can definitely check me out at Patreon/House of Pharaohs. Become a member, become a supporter. Let's get something started. Let's pull our money together and we can solve a lot of problems that really aren't problems. They're just man hurting man. Until next time, I'm J Mazu. Peace.